Okay, cool. Sanbonan. Can you just check if I'm audible? Guys, please confirm if you can hear me, if I'm audible. It's the first time I'm doing a live here, so I'm not even sure if I'm audible and what is happening. Can someone please? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. How are you doing? We are going to be talking about interesting things. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, before I go on to discussing or sharing what it is that I had shared, this is the first time I'm doing a live, so I don't even know if I'm supposed to be pressing anything and whatever, but yeah, I will learn along the way. I will learn. There is feedback, but we can hear you. I wonder because I've got my earphones. I don't know. Tell me, how many of you are very aware that you come from a lineage of isithembu? For an example, if in your lineage you are conscious that there was in your lineage isithembu, either it was your grandfather or your grandparents or your grandmother or whoever. How many of you are aware of that? I'm aware, like myself. I know that my grandmother is the daughter of the first wife. Yabon? That much I know. So just let me know. Oh, good time. I know. Oh, I know, I don't know of such a thing. It's the first time I'm hearing. How many of us are aware? I come from a family of isithembu. No matter how many generations. I don't know. Yes, it doesn't matter which side. It doesn't matter if it's the maternal or paternal side. As long as you understand, there is isithembu in the family, in the lineage, you are aware ukuthi there's that aspect. So that's what I'm asking. And while others, because abanye bathi okay, and then yes, and then if you are not aware, if you have stated you've been in multiple relationships, have you been in multiple relationships where unomunye ngapha omunye umbiza urechte, omunye umbiza minister of finance, omunye umbiza ini? Have you been in that situation? Oh, umakhwapheni for as we are talking. What is the situation? What is the story on your side? Are you aware? Do you know any of these things? Are you part of it? Because today we are going to be healing certain things and certain understandings about ourselves and all of that. So I'm coming here to share as to why we started this. We started us as women. Why we started this? Obviously, I was not here, or maybe I was here at that time, maybe as a grandfather, who knows, maybe as somebody else, I don't know. But as of me, I know that my grandmother, is from family isithembu. As well, on my husband's family, he is also from a side of isithembu. So we are part of it, both of us, from two generations. But in our generation and our parents' generation, there was no one who is in a polygamous marriage or anything like that. Yeah, okay. Now let me share what is it that was I received, and it got me to understand how we got to create isithembu as abantu besifazane. First thing is that I'm sure you have seen in my one of my videos, I think a couple of videos where I've shared us as women, we are multipliers. Actually, we carry in us, a human being has got 46 pairs of Yeah, please share the live with or invite your friends and things like that. Especially obaziyo ukuthi yeba ne problem yesithembu. Others have been asked, and others are in multiple partnership, like relationships. Yabo, they babafana nabo ilaba bathi hayi mina ngisifuna isithembu but umuntu wakho unomakhwapheni. Yabo, omunye akusukuthi unomakhwapheni, omunye is part of, but they are not aware. So please share with your friends and stuff like that. But again, this is what I want us to understand. As women, we carry let me not start with women. As human beings, each human being inside of you've got pair of cells, 23 and 23. You get 23 from your mother and 23 from your father, which means they makes yabona ke manje imfunisa into engazazi khona. Okay, let me just leave this thing and concentrate on what I'm doing, because it's the first time I'm doing this and I don't even know what is happening. But anyway, as a human being, all of us, we've got 46 pairs of cells, and in those 46 pairs of cells, we carry both. We get 23 from our mother, 23 from our father, so they make this 26 pairs. Now, which makes it 46. Now, in this, then the one pair, which is the 23rd one, that is the one that differentiates if you are going to be a boy or you are going to be a girl. Yeah, it differentiates the sex. Now, as a woman, you carry, each and every woman, all of us who are women, we are having a chromosomes XX, and the male has got X and Y, meaning the male carries both an X, which is like the female, and the Y, whereas with us we carry XX. Now, for a child to be born a boy, then the father will then donate the Y, and then obviously the woman can only donate an X. A woman can only donate an X because she carries the XX. Now, when the mother donates the X, the father donates the Y, then when these two come together, they then formulate what we call a boy child. Yeah, anyway, I'm not going to share today how do you even make a boy child or how do you make a girl child, but that's what you must know for now. Now, then, if it's a girl child, then it means your father has donated his X chromosome. When he has donated his X chromosome, it means when you are carrying an X you got an X from your father, and then you're getting an X from your mother, then you are carrying XX, which is why a female will have a chromosomes XX and the boy is an XY. So we are very clear on that one. Now, what we need to understand about these chromosomes, the X chromosome, which is us women, we carry this X chromosome. It has got so much inner strength that is more than of the male one, the Y one, meaning that the X, it can multiply itself up to 900 times, whereas this Y, it can only multiply itself up to 70 times. Meaning what? Between the difference between the X and the Y, the X can multiply itself 830 times more than the Y. Evan? That's what happens. So then, with that being said, there's a high chances of us being born as females versus V as males, because every human in your body, in our physicality, we carry more the X chromosome than the Y chromosome. So meaning that when the woman chooses, are we getting a boy child or getting a girl child? The woman chooses. Guys, those are things that we need to know. It is actually the woman who chooses that. It is not the male. The woman decides, am I going to get a boy child or a girl child? And which sperm particularly is going to fertilize my egg. out of all those million sperms, which one particularly is going to fertilize? Meaning, as a woman, you are more like a magnet. You attract. Versus V, when I receiving, which is why when we are doing this act, we are receiving. The male gives to you his sperms, and then when you receive, that's how it works. Okay. Anyway, now imagine we have more possibility of having a girl child because there is more of an X in any human being than a male. Yabon? That is number one. Number two, a woman's body, it goes through changes on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis. In a week, we've got different phases that we go through, which is we call them mama cycles. Just like your seasons of the year. You go through your summer, you go through your spring, you go through your autumn, you go through your winter in a month. So when we go through these seasons, our body reacts in a different way or in a certain way as well. So which is why that's the second thing that we must also understand with our own bodies. 3, the woman, when the child gets born, the first person who needs to feed that child, it is to take care of the child, it is the woman through breastfeeding. We feed these children. That is fact number 3. Then number 4, in the olden days, only it was women who were taking care of the land. It is actually, even now, guys, when you are in agriculture and it's a woman who is doing the farming of the fields, it multiplies in so many folds because you are connecting to what you are. The woman has got a more ability, a more connection with the earth than the man. And obviously, there's other ways to fertilize. To fertilize this earth. Like this one lady at the group that we are doing the gene healing expression program, she was sharing with us ukuthi ama-banana wakhe akhona throughout the whole season, and they come in multiple folds because there's things that she's able to do, and all of us as women we are able to do, and which is why we've got that gift, that power, that supernatural power to increase. Which is why at the back in the times, we are the ones that were taking care of the land. And obviously, the reason that is given to us as a gift, it's because you cannot bring life and not be able to take care of it. Hence, you just, number 1, you are the one that feeds the child. So in order for you to be able to feed the child and make sure that you've got enough milk, you've got to know how to fend or to work with the land, which is what the ability that we all have as women, which is why the women then were the ones that are taking care of the fields. But angisho yonke into because vele we don't know these things, not that we know, we knew all of these things. That's why back in the old days that we were prospering, because we were in alignment. We were doing things in alignment with what nature is. We were using our supernatural abilities to multiply in the right places, not in the wrong places. So as a result, this is why us as women, we recognizing and understanding this thing about us, then we realized that there's a problem. There is a problem, number 1. The problem is that when I am fending and busy in the agricultural fields there and multiply or co-creating with Mother Nature, it is tiring. So and then when I come back, I still need to take care of the children. I still need to take care of the man, the husband in this particular case, and still be able to function and be acting, working with my body. So with the fact, understanding, seeing the nature, guys, seeing the nature, when we plant one seed, it multiplies in multiple folds, and this happens only with us. So that's how we got to understand nature and give it all these things that we are giving it and saying all of the things that we are saying, which is how then it was then us who then decided to go to know, you know what, to bring harmony in this world that we are living, I cannot be everything at the same time. There has got to be, when my body is in a certain season, there's got to be where I get the relief. As a result, that's when then we God gave each other, or came to that understanding, which in a nutshell, there will always be more of us than the males. That's number one. Number two, I cannot be everything at the same time and still be sane and be able to produce to my highest possibility. Yabo? Then we decided to go to, you know what? People must share. People must share, and let us share of ourselves. Let me delegate, which is why as the first wife, it was the one that chooses. Yabo? Uguti, who now must become the second wife. That is why it then came Uguti. It is the first wife who must agree. Number one, they must agree, and in other instances, they were the ones that will choose. They'll agree with yes. Yabo? It's this one. This one is particularly is right. Two, each and every woman at that time, we understood our strengths, we understood our weaknesses, and we understood what, you know, my strength, my weaknesses must be given. I must find a way to work with my strengths, whereas my weaknesses, and then I must find a way to work. I must find a way to delegate that, which is how then we came with this. Proverbs 31. By the way, the Proverbs 31 was deliberately created. The Proverbs 31 woman was deliberately created because if a woman is mentally, because when you are a Proverbs 31 woman, it means good when you are able to do everything. And Proverbs 31 woman is this and this and that. That is why we end up in mental hospitals. That is why we end up with adrenaline fatigue. We are always fatigued because we are trying to be what we are not, whereas our body is made in such a way that it's got to go through different seasons. At this season, this must happen. This season, this is what happened. This is how the body responds. This is what it. So to keep this home healthy, then we decided to know we cannot then do all these things all by ourselves. Yeah, so we did what? Then we created, because it is so good. But we can do everything through Christ who strengthens us. Then we end up in the hospital and in the psychiatric ward. Two, we end up in these situations that we are in as in now. These situations where I'm coming back, I'm tired, there's this that is happening. Now I've got my children, they want their time. Now I must help them with homework. Then I must still get another shift where I must still also service. I want this marriage, this relationship of ours, and then I must still be able to service myself, because to maintain this being that I am. And then what then happens? Somebody else thinks, shame. I can do it better than Noma Sonto. I can do it better than Noma Sonto, then Mina I will. But you cannot. We are all the same, guys. All of us we just look different, but we are all the same. That is why you'll find men saying, I'm still finding the same thing. We are all the same. The only thing, what was then distorted was making us to believe ukuthi we are different. Ukuthi uNomasonto is better than uPhumla. uNomasonto is better than uPetunia. uNomasonto looks better. He's got a nice body, got a nice voice. Hey, good what. All these things that we were created and were played over and over and over for us. If you are not doing this, then you are an unfit mother. You're an unfit. So no one wants to be an unfit mother. No one wants to be an unfit wife. We try to be all of these things. And where does this get us? It gets us in the what? That's where we ended. But to see, we still unconsciously know these things. We still in as much as we have this aspect has been distorted, we still understand this, which is why wazi kahle ukuthi hey lo muntu lona unomfazi, and when you still think ukuthi hayi vele umfazi wakhe akamsatisfy, mina ngizomsatisfy, because that's what we understood as women ukuthi let us help each other, let us go work with each other, because ekugcineni there is more of us anyway than them. That's number one. Number two, in as much I want to be all round and happy throughout the month, but my body is telling me a different thing. Three, I've got other responsibilities and I still need to take care of, which are more bigger. So velege, that's how we then created this institution, ukuthi izoserve us. Not how it was distorted by being told ukuthi it was created for men, like it's done manje ukuthi it is the man who creates, it's for them, and fanele ukuthi abe nemali and so forth. And guess what, guys? Yithi phela abanikazi bemali, angisho yithi siphethe the wealth pot, yithi siphethe the wealth codes, yithi siphethe phela the wealth codes is the emancipation ability that gets celebrated when we get our periods. Mase kwenziwa lo mhlonyana kuthiwa yey coming of age, because ku-activate these wealth codes. So veleke, that's the reasoning. That's the reason. Yabona? That's the reason. Sithanda sami angikwazi ukuwafixa ama-lashes, these are natural. Anyway, yabona? So that's what we did. That's what we did, and then we came up with this ukuthi yazi, let us, in order for us to keep this earth of ours in harmony, everybody can play their role. If this one is unable to do this, then the other one will be able, so that kube nale balance in this homestead of ours, and everybody knew or understands their role, not what we are doing today, which is thinking ukuthi uNomasonto is better than this one, Ukinelo is better than me and can do better, which is what has led us now to this cheating that is happening, which is what has helped us, led us to where we are now with this cheating that is happening all over. Because in reality, they say we as a woman, your body knows, your mind knows, your everything knows what you cannot be everything at the same time. Even if you want, even with Christ by your side. Igazi lona lisho ukuhlukile, umzimba wona usho ukuhlukile. So this is how we came about this thing. Citizens ukuthi kube ne harmony, because we understand ukuthi we have got to serve each other. We have got to serve one another and become and build this thing in a harmonious way. So it doesn't have to be somebody else who makes that decision for us. We made it for ourselves. Hence umntwana, if mina I die, then my children will be taken care of by my sister wife. That's why we call them Mangish. My sister wife will take care of my children, instead of my children not having anybody, like is happening now. People became street kids, because now it's everyone for themselves. I can't even take care of my own blood sister's children, because everything was distorted. Silahle ubuthina, which is Tina. We understand ukuthi no man is an island. We work together. For things to work better, we have come in union as a unit versus what is happening. So wena ke oloku busy ukuthi hey mina angisifuni isithembu, mara ubusy nendoda yomuntu, ubusy nomfazi womuntu. Just know ukuthi you are lying to yourself. Yabona ngifuna ukuthi wenzeni? Iyalaphana in front of the mirror, uzibuke lapha in the front of the mirror and say, you know what? From today, I stop lying to myself. From today, Mina, I love a polygamous relationship, and it makes sense to me. Start accepting that namhlanje. Because once you start accepting that and letting go of the things that we were told, Paul, you must have one. I'm advising you to have one wife. Angish, but ngapha emakhoneni kunobani, hey, let's say sifihlile this thing, only me and you know. The next thing, there's children. Then what has then led all of that led to? It has led to children who are not connected with both their parents. Akwaziwa bobaba, bafihliwe bobaba khona, akwaziwa ukuthi the fathers are absent, because now you are scared to tell ukuthi, hey, this child uvelwe ngale emshadweni kasibani. Because at the end of the day, we need to stop fooling ourselves ukuthi mina angifuna. This is what we created. This illusion that we are told and we are being sold, it is not the truth. It will not work. That's why it has not worked until today. That is why today, sihleli in this situation that we are sitting in, with children, with women that are overly tired. We are overly tired. When you have your periods, after you have your periods, your body needs to get a break to recover. You don't even get that time, because now there's things that needs to happen to keep this. So guys, we have got to start understanding the things, why we created certain things, the science behind everything that we do, and why we do certain things, and not these ideas that we were sold. Not what we are sold, that we are told, not that. And when you find yourself in that situation, accept yourself. Stop lying to yourself and saying, mina angifuna. Hey, mina will never. That's okay. Can you be my second wife? No, angifuni. You must divorce your wife. Kanjani? Because umthola khona. And ungene lapho wazi kahle ukuthi ukhona. The reason ungene lapho is because when you understand in your unconscious mind, you know very well ukuthi this is what works and it will work for you. That's why you are part of it. But you are lying to yourself, thinking you are in that situation because we know you are better than Nomason. That's not the case. You are not in that situation because you are better than Nomason. You are in that situation because you understand that is what will work. That is what makes sense to us. That is what is serving us in this world. So we have got to stop living this lie and accept ourselves for who we truly are. Otherwise umuntu kuzongena siphuma ibhedlela singeniswa yiyo yonke lento le esikuyo. Yiyo lento esikuyo lena yokuthi we are trying to not to be who we truly are, and understanding. Namhlanje abantwana bethu, my 22-year-old a child manje seka i-boyfriend, my somebody who's my age. Because why? Abekho basekho abontanga bakhe. Abantanga bethu, they are already taken. Abanye bangama show you guys ukuthi we have got to start understanding the things that we have created. Remember, us as women, we are the co-creators. We are the ones that are creating the world that we are in. So ukubona lo mhlaba esikuwo manje usixakile lo ukuthi sizama by all means to control the things that we don't have control with physically. That's what we are doing. We are trying to control, and we end up doing what? Hurting each other. Uthe ungitshela ukuthi yena mose bese bahlukana nomfazi wakhe and she's not this. Uzuthatha ifone ungfonele ungitshela ukuthi ye khona manje unje akhe wena akasakufuni. He's playing you. There's no such thing. There is no such. Actually, you, the one that is being cheated on, you are the one that is calling for this. You are the one who's calling for it, but you are just not conscious of it. Namhlanje ngithe ngifuna icela sizophola tu, ngicela siphole, ngicela uphole sithande sami, ngicela uphole ukuthi vele while you are we are refusing to accept these things about us, these facts, we are actually lying to ourselves. We are cheating ourselves. As a result, we are creating all of these things that are happening out there. Sibafihle labantwana, sifihle yonke lento, because we have lacked the understanding of why we created this in the first place. I just want to see ukuthi bathi fix your lashes bayahleka abanye 100%, We can all do things through Christ who strengthens us, coach. Hayibo. Sas, qhubekani, qhubeka. Nkosi yami isono ngalo ncegu. Ingisono Timbo, how to join your group. Sorry to disturb. I will check your other videos for more information. Yeah, that program is already closed, my dear. The gene expression, there's only one that is happening. I don't know. It's completed. Hey, angazi mi live sese on what? I don't even know what to stop kanjani lento. Icon. It's still on. Oh, okay. I had to go live for 30 minutes completed. What is that? Hey, kuningi ngisazokufunda la anyway. So yeah. The program, the program Gene Healing Expression, that's the whole year program. That one is closed. The other one we started in May. The only program that is available is going to start the 4th of July, which is helping women step into their divine feminine, where you learn and unlearn certain things like these ones. How to work with your feminine energy to get the things you want and not the things that you don't want. Because the reason we are getting these things just as full is because we have forgotten who we are and how to use our power. Yabon? We have been told the different things. Angishabon versus V. In program lay, how much is it? It's 990 per month. Meaning for 3 months, I think it's 2,760 or 80, come around there. I'm not sure. Just send me a WhatsApp, but it's 990 per month. And we are having 3 coaching sessions in a month. Like we meet 3 times a month. Actually, a month has got 4 or 5 weeks. So now we meet 3 times a month. And then we have these group sessions. We've got a mom. I share with you the different techniques, what is it you must do, how we must do, and all of these things. And we share create our own group. And share all the sister, create that community where we share certain things as well. But that is a container which there's some things that we can't just share about us here, because that's where the distortion happens. That's how the distortions happen, because they take they go and manipulate and they tell us a different story, and then we go by, because this thing that we are being told, it gets told to us more over and over and over again. All the time, and we end up thinking this is what is. Kanti, that's not the case. Yabo? Kanti, that's not the case. I don't see any. Thank you so much, Mr. Sam. Hey, Yazin, yeah. I tell you this. I don't even know what is this. Just got number 1 gift page. Thank you so much. Santa Rose. Yeah, I don't even know how this thing, but I will learn. This is the first one. Thank you so much. I see there are no more any other things, any other comments, any questions, guys. You can always send me a DM, send me a WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is even linked to my thing, TikTok. So we can always talk about things. So I will try and do these as more often as possible about other topics as well. But for now, I have got to love and leave you, because I've got a session that I've got to be at 8 o'clock and I need to prepare for it. I don't even know where to stop this thing, guys. I've got to love you and leave you while I'm still figuring out how am I finishing this thing. Oh, day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.